Well, always on duty, eh? What are we talking about? Oh, Kenneth Bickerstaff, eh? Well, I think maybe Emma is right. Maybe we should go.
Well, I think so. I mean, it never hurts to show a little compassion for one's fellow man.
That's right, that's right. And when you think of it, he had few, if any, friends. I think we ought to make an effort.
Especially since his ex-wife hasn't got the decency to go.
Well, quite. I mean, after all, it's not asking much to give up one Saturday.
Absolutely.
So, you pick me up 7:15, 7:30. We'll whiz over to you, Duncan, then away we go.
Courtesy of Kenneth Bickerstaff. Ironic, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Listen, I've been thinking. Why don't we make a whole weekend of it?
Oh, no,
I
we've
don't
been
think
devious
so,
enough.
really.
It is.
Come on, listen. The car breaks down.
Bentleys never break down.
The car breaks down. We're stuck in the wilds of Somerset. We have to wait for a spare part, which we don't get till Sunday afternoon, after lunch, at some lovely little restaurant somewhere. Then home you go for tea and lots of sympathy. Come on, go for it.
No,
I don't think we
definitely
should push
not.
our luck on this.
Come on. When we were their age, we'd have done it.
We
weren't married then.
Very tricky getting this lot in the car without Emma seeing it.
Now, here's my spare set for Duncan.
Have you got his change of clothes?
Oh, yes, it's all in there.
You don't have to slam it. A touch, that's all that's required. See? Well, perhaps a touch more.
Come on, let's go. Dick, I've been thinking. We don't really need to go to the funeral, do we? We might as well head straight for the match.
Paul, I may be a hypocrite. I'm not that much of a hypocrite.
Just a thought. Still, at least we won't have to talk to him.
Who?
Bickerstaff.
Honestly, I told that milkman to leave semi-skinned.
What the hell were you thinking of? Banging the horn like that at 7:30 in the morning?
I'll tell Duncan you're here, although it's hardly necessary after blasting your horn like that. Probably woke the whole neighbourhood. Very thoughtless of you, Richard.
Sorry. Just getting into the party spirit.
We're supposed to be going to a funeral. We are going to a funeral.
Now look, if you can get back for Melissa's concert, well and good. But don't rush. Drive carefully.
We should be back by 8, eh?
Well, we'll try our best. Apparently there's been snow in Somerset. Some of the roads could be blocked.
Well, maybe we shouldn't go.
What? No, we must go. I mean, we owe it to Kenneth, don't we, Dick?
Oh, yes, I think we ought to make the effort.
Yes, in fact, I think we'd better hit the road.
Geraldine, where did I put my coat when I came in? I can't find my coat.
Oh, you went straight to the downstairs loo, Dad. You probably left it in there. You've got room, haven't you? He feels he ought to go, you know, Kenneth being an ex-student of his.
If when we leave Barwell, we go onto the A350, pick up the A46, cross the Severn Bridge, we could be at Cardiff Arms Park by 2 o'clock. Well, it was just a thought.
Before he died, hum-tiddy-bum, tiddy-bum-bum-bum. And Jim told me before he died, I'd no reason to believe he died. Hum-tiddy-bum, tiddy-bum-bum-bum. On Ilkley more buttats, on Ilkley more buttats. I've been a courting Mary Jane, Mary Jane.
My God, we're here!
And so we gather here today to bid farewell to Kenneth Edgar Bickerstaff, who had only recently returned to this parish.
I didn't know he was called Edgar. Shh.
Dr. Bickerstaff will be sadly missed.
Not by many, if you look round here.
He died...
It's a good job we came.
Always, it seems. Kenneth came back to Barwell to live with his mother, a parishioner of long standing.
Very long standing, about 15 minutes so far.
We all know.
Which is his mother?
Gather here today to bid farewell.
If the vicar takes much longer, I think she's going to join him.
Kenneth Bickerstaff died in Spain. Mercifully, he suffered no pain.
It's a poem.
He died of a heart attack, as we all know.
It's 3 hours to kick off, and we've got to go.
Actually, I do want to go. I'm bursting. Me too. I'm desperate.
And so, as we swim through the waters of life, always it seems, traveling upstream against the flow.
The man's a sadist. Why does he keep talking about water and streams?
So, from time to time, are we deluged by destiny's waterfalls, pouring down upon us from a great height.
Hurry up, I'm dying for a wee. Where's Geoffrey?
Honestly, you'd have thought he'd have waited 5 more minutes.
Oh, he's an old man. His bladder's not as strong as ours.
My God, he's going to fall in the grave!
Stop! Oh, it was so kind of you to travel up from London like this.
Oh, it was nothing, really. Well, bye-bye, Mrs. Bickerstaff. We must be on our way. See you next time. Another time. Sometime.
Oh, but aren't you coming back to the house?
Well, no, we must make a move. Long way to go.
Oh, please come back. Kenneth would have so liked that.
Love to, Mrs. Bickerstaff, but really, we must make
Of course we'll come back, Mrs. Bickerstaff. It will be a pleasure.
Oh, lovely. Just follow. It's not far.
Why did you say that?
Because I'm not as heartless as you.
Would you excuse me a moment? Richard!
Oh, excuse me.
We've been here 20 minutes. We've got to get going, or we'll get behind schedule.
Yes, you're right.
Hey, we ought to be making our move.
Yeah.
Old Geoffrey's getting out of hand. He's chatting up old Mrs. Bickerstaff.
Tempting me again.
He's come full circle. He's piddled again. He's been at that sherry like a man possessed.
Yes, I think we ought to say our goodbyes.
Yeah.
Delicious.
This was Kenneth's favourite. Crab and avocado dip. He loved it.
I'm afraid we'll have to go, Mrs. Bickerstaff.
Oh, so soon? Have you had enough to eat? Have some dip. It's crab and avocado. Kenneth's favourite.
It was lovely.
It really was very delicious, but I really do think we ought to go.
See you out. It was so kind of you to come.
Duncan, look. My dance at music centre. I knew Bickerstaff had nicked it.
Tiddy-bum, tiddy-bum, bum, bum.
I thought you said Bentley's never broke down.
Oh, shut up.
Well, it's an hour to kick off.
We'd better call the AA.
They could take forever.
I'll tell you something. She's a very nice lady, that Mrs. Bickerstaff.
Look, it's only about 40 miles away. Let's hitch.